Hi Gemini, welcome. This is Taurus Tours Tarot. I'm Joy, your tour guide. You know, taking this little tour through life, using tarot to help us kind of understand it a little bit better, to help interpret the messages that are coming from our higher selves, from source, from quantum field, whatever it is for you. So just kind of getting some heavy energy for you, Gemini, for these last 2 weeks of November. So we're looking at the energy for November 16th to November 30th. And yeah, I was getting some kind of heavy energy, but you're coming out of it though. But it does feel, it feels a little dark. Feels a little dark. Feels like a time of contemplation. And we need that darkness sometimes, right? It kind of helps us, like, you know, it helps us reflect a little bit. Maybe because it's still Mercury retrograde and you know, it's just kind of, you know, it's funny because I actually love Mercury retrograde because I do find it as a time when I am become aware of certain things that I do, or patterns of thought or behavior or whatever that don't serve me well, and I like being aware of it. I like being aware of it so that I can figure out, like, you know, where it's coming from, like what is it that I need to heal, and then like, you know, transmute it and turn it into something better. I love going into those dark spaces sometimes, because I know that when I emerge from them, I know I'm going to emerge stronger. This is incredible. Wait till you see these cards. Yeah, you know, so yeah. So we have the Queen of Swords here. Aw, shucks, it's not coming in color. Anyway, sorry about that. I don't know why it's black and white. But the Queen of Swords here, she, you know, she's someone that doesn't fool around. She is someone who, like, she's clear in her thought. She's really clear in her thought. And this is really exactly what I was talking about how, you know, I love Mercury retrogrades because they help me to see clearly the things that I kind of been, you know, glossing over, or haven't been really fully realizing, you know, prior. So right now, this period for you is really coming into some clarity of what the situation is, what things you may have been holding on to that, you know, are not serving you well. This is you becoming clear of it. But like not in a, like, really not in a cold way. Like the Queen of Swords, she's very clear and concise, but at the same time, you know, sometimes it can feel a little cold, but there's not a cold feeling from this card at all. There's still some love and nurturing energy in that clarity. Yeah, so it's a very balanced clarity. Then we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, you know, a lot of times is kind of like about nostalgia, about like looking fondly on your past. And this is just kind of telling me that there's some clarity. Ooh, if I put it here, we can see it a little bit better in color. Yeah. So this is telling me that there's going to be some clarity about your past. And that's funny because it's like this nurturing feeling, like you are looking fondly on your past. You are able to really see the, you know, the good things that from your childhood, you know, that, you know, helped you to, like, you know, be a loving person. But at the same time, there were some things within your childhood that you kind of need to look at in a different way, possibly, or examine a little bit. Yeah, examine a little bit and see how those experiences from your past have maybe caused you to develop some unhealthy patterns of thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. And it's going to be a time for you to really, like, build up new patterns, you know, build up new ways of looking at the world, new ways of being in gratitude, new ways of thinking about things. That's what's coming for you. And This is why I kind of giggled, because here we have the Tower card, and it did feel like a really you know, transformational time for you. It did. It felt like some heavy energy coming in, you know, and this Tower, you know, of course there is a real feeling of this heaviness, of things falling apart, you know, and fires are kind of sudden. It's not like, you know, a home catching on fire, a tower catching on fire. It's not, you know, it takes you by surprise. It does. It's like, and by the time you realize like that there's a fire burning, it's like, man, it's time to scramble and get out, right? So that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from this. This is the energy that is I was gonna say plaguing you for the last 2 weeks of November, but I don't like that word. I mean, it may feel like that. It may feel like that for sure for you. It feels heavy, but it's not really a bad thing. It's really not. It's because what comes of it is the full energy. It's like, you know, this you know, things kind of come crashing down for you a little bit, but you know, you're a strong person. You're definitely a strong person, and there's some very loving, nurturing energy in this. So you definitely have the skills to overcome it, right? But it is this heavy energy of something coming down for you, something like, you know, really coming apart, falling apart. But from it emerges this full energy. Look at that, this full energy that is just like, you know, this zero, right? 0 point energy where all possibilities, infinite possibilities exist. Yeah. And it's just a matter of choosing which one you want. That's it. That's all there. I mean, and if you don't know about quantum physics, like, you know, seriously, go look up quantum physics, because I can tend to be a very analytical thinker sometimes, right? I like proof, right? At the same time, I do know how to listen to my intuition. I do know how to listen to, you know, those voices from, you know, higher self or wherever. But I also love to have, like, you know, be grounded in this, you know, 3D reality and have science back it up. I know it's kind of a oxymoron almost, but, or, well, I don't know what the word for it is, but whatever. Anyway, this energy for you, Gemini, is seriously good. It's like some things breaking down, but it's like it's offering you a brand new start, where anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. Anything and everything. So it's not just anything is possible, anything and everything is possible. And that's a really good feeling. Really, really good feeling. Yeah, and it's going to bring in some real blessings for you. It is. But I am sorry, it is a kind of heavy, you know, energy for these last few weeks of November. But you seriously, like, have the skills to, you know, get through it. You have the what it takes to get through it. And I think that a lot of that thing that you have that you're really going to need is your ability to really be in a state of gratitude. Your ability to really, and that's really the Gemini energy though, right? It's like that opposite ends of the spectrum sort of energy, you know? Yeah. And so your ability to be in a state of gratitude, to see these challenging, shocking kind of surprise, everything's falling apart situation, and actually like be able to find some beauty in it. That's a real gift. Seriously, that really is. And because of that, because of your ability to always be in a state of gratitude, it's like wow, new start for you in any direction that you could possibly ever imagine. Yeah, it's a nice thing. All right, so again, I am Joy. This is Taurus Tarot. This is a general reading also, but if you do want a private reading, just check out my information below. You can email me at taurustourstarot@gmail.com, and I can give you some information about a private reading. Yeah, and so, you know, take care these last 2 months of November, going into the busy Christmas season, holiday season, I should say, holiday season. And yeah, so enjoy it. Yeah, take care, love you, and namaste.